So you've got a great business idea, right? An absolute game changer. But an idea by itself isn't enough. To really turn that spark into a successful, lasting company, you've got to build a fortress around it. And today, that's exactly what we're doing. We're giving you the blueprint, 5 essential legal steps to make your business rock solid from day one. So let's just start with this question, because it gets right to the heart of it. What is the real difference between a brilliant idea that fizzles out and a great business that lasts for years? It's not just about having passion or even getting funding. It's something way more fundamental. And there it is. The answer is a solid legal foundation. I want you to think about it like this. Without the right legal structure, your business is just out there. It's exposed to every possible threat. But when you build that legal fortress, you're protecting not just your idea, but you're also protecting your personal assets, your brand, and your entire future. Okay, so here's our plan for today, our blueprint. First, we'll talk about why this fortress is so darn crucial. Then, we'll get into laying the foundation, making it all official, protecting your most valuable assets, and finally, putting together your essential legal toolkit. Ready? Let's get started. All right, first things first, let's talk about the stakes here. Ignoring the legal side of things isn't just a little risky, it's a huge gamble. It can lead to some serious stuff like fines, lawsuits, or even the complete collapse of everything you've worked so hard for. This is about taking what could be the weakest link in your business and turning it into one of the strongest parts of your fortress. So let's get to work laying that foundation. This part comes down to 3 of the most important decisions you're going to make early on: picking a name that you can actually own, choosing the right business structure, and getting your federal tax ID. These are the absolute cornerstones of your fortress. Okay, before you get excited about designing a logo or printing business cards, you have got to make sure your name is legally yours to use. Start by searching your state's records. Then you'll want to do a national trademark search to make sure you're clear across the country. And finally, do a really deep dive into all the databases, because even names that aren't officially registered can cause you headaches down the line. Trust me, this check is crucial. Now, this is all about protecting you. When you form an LLC or a corporation, you're literally building a legal wall between your business and your personal life. It's a liability shield. That means if your business ever gets sued, your house, your car, your personal savings, they're all safe. For most small businesses, an LLC is perfect. It gives you that protection without a mountain of paperwork. A C corporation, on the other hand, is a bit more formal, and it's pretty much the standard if you're planning to look for venture capital down the road. The easiest way to think about an EIN is like a social security number, but for your business. It's a federal tax ID that the IRS issues, and it's what officially separates your company's finances from your personal bank account. This little number is what makes your business its own separate legal entity in the eyes of the government. It's a huge step. Okay, foundation is in place. Now, it's time to make things official with the rest of the world. This is all about registering any different names you might use and grabbing all the necessary licenses and permits you need to operate legally. So here's something that trips people up all the time. Let's say your official company name is Global Innovations LLC, but everyone knows you as G-Innovate. Well, if you're operating under a name that's different from your legal one, you'll need to file a DBA, which just means doing business as. It's usually filed with your state or county, and it basically just lets the public know who's behind the business name. Now for licenses and permits. This is where you have to do a little homework, because what you need depends completely on what kind of business you're in and where you're located. You've got to check for requirements at the federal, state, and local levels. And this can be anything from a general business license to really specific stuff like zoning permits, sales tax licenses, or even health department permits if you're in the food business. All right, let's get back to the fortress. It's time to reinforce the walls. We need to protect your most valuable assets. And I'm talking about the ones you can't even touch. Your name, your brand, your logo. This is your intellectual property. And honestly, it could end up being the most valuable thing you own. So it's true that just by using a name in your business, you get some basic protections called common law rights. But, and this is a big but, don't rely on this. These rights are usually limited to your specific geographic area, and they're incredibly difficult and expensive to defend in court. For real nationwide protection, you have to take the next step. And this is why formally registering your trademark is a total game changer. It gives you superior legal protection across the entire country. It makes it way easier to claim your username on social media from people who might be squatting on it. And most importantly, it creates a public legal record that you and only you own that brand. Okay, for our final step, we're going inside the fortress walls. It's time to assemble your toolkit of key internal documents. Think of these as the rule books that say exactly how your business operates. They are essential for preventing arguments and making sure everything runs smoothly. So, what exactly goes into this toolkit? Let's do a quick run-through of the 4 most critical documents that pretty much every business is going to need. If you have an LLC, especially one with partners, an operating agreement is absolutely non-negotiable. It's a contract between the members that spells everything out: how big decisions get made, how you'll split up profits and losses, and what happens if a partner wants to leave. Having this document can save you from countless arguments later on. Now, for a corporation, the equivalent document is your company bylaws. In fact, most states actually require you to have them. Bylaws define the entire governance structure, things like the roles of directors, how voting works, and so on. They are the official rulebook for how your corporation is run, and they're what you'll turn to when you need to settle internal disputes. Let's face it, every business has secrets. It could be your customer list, your financial data, or your secret sauce for a new product. An NDA, or non-disclosure agreement, is your first line of defense. It's a simple legal contract that creates a confidential relationship, preventing employees or partners from leaking your private info. You probably don't need this for every single person you hire, but an employment agreement is incredibly smart for your key employees. It clearly lays out expectations for both sides and can include important clauses that protect your confidential information and can even prevent that employee from jumping ship and immediately working for a direct competitor. And there you have it, step by step. We just took a simple idea and built a legal fortress around it. What we've made is a structure that's designed for protection, for stability, and for future growth. So let's do one last check of the blueprints, shall we? These right here are the 5 pillars of your fortress. You've secured your name, you've gotten your federal tax ID, you've obtained your licenses, you understand the laws, and you've created your internal legal toolkit. If you get these 5 things right, your foundation is as solid as it gets. You know, this quote from our source material just sums it all up perfectly. Getting your legal ducks in a row isn't just about avoiding trouble. It's about building the right foundation so that you can stop worrying and start focusing on what really matters: growing your business and finding that success. So we've given you the complete blueprint. The tools and the materials are all laid out. The only question left is, are you ready to pick them up and start building?